Hey everyone, and welcome to the weekly roundup for the week ending the 30th of September 2023 for EVE Echoes. In these videos, I just go through the week's news, or in this case, the past 2 weeks' news, as it's been a little while since I've done a weekly roundup. Unfortunately, once again, we do not have a developer Q&A to share, apart from the one that I've already covered earlier this week. So there'll be a link to the video for that Q&A a bit further on in this video. But let's start first and foremost with the Plex report. Plex is currently hovering around 5.7 million ISK, depending on when you happen to be able to buy it. As you can see in this screenshot right now, it was available this morning for 5.6, and then quickly could get used up down to 5.75-ish. So Plex is continuing to just creep up bit by bit as our ISK making abilities keep on going up and up and up with every new release that increases our bounty ticks. So moving on, we have what was announced in the EVE FanFest just over a week ago now. First and foremost, Black Ops. Black Ops were mentioned at the EVE FanFest, and if you want to go and see for yourself the announcement, there is a 30-second clip of it on Twitch. Yeah, it wasn't a very big announcement. All we had was the screenshot for EVE Echoes, and the person on stage simply stating that EVE Echoes is going to get some sneaky pew-pew, to quote her. But yeah, Black Ops is coming at some point, most likely within the next 2 months. Yeah, let's move along. Alongside that announcement, we have EVE Galaxy Conquest. This looks like it's going to be a 4x strategy mobile game by the looks of it. I'm guessing it's mobile game. I've not looked too deeply into it, but everything I'm seeing up on screen right now seems somewhat compatible with a mobile game interface. We also have the announcement of EVE Vanguard. For those of you that have been playing EVE online for a much longer time, may be aware of a first-person shooter that was around on the PlayStation 3, I believe it was, many years ago. It looks like EVE Vanguard is going to be the next, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Like the next evolution of it, the next attempt of it. So if first-person shooter's your thing, keep an eye out for this one. I believe EVE Online players that have Omega will be able to access it sometime in December through the EVE Online client. I know this is technically EVE Online news, but it's still part of the EVE universe. We play in the EVE universe, so why not cover it? So moving on, we currently have in China the national holidays, which go on until October the 6th. So don't expect many interactions with the developers over the coming week, or even a developer Q&A to drop over the next 7 days. Unfortunately, things are just going to be quiet for the next week or so, and that is why this week's patch notes have everything in it that are going live at maintenance in the following week. Because in the following week there's not going to be anybody there to press the patch button, unless of course there's an emergency. So moving on, of course, as I alluded to earlier, the developer Q&A from earlier in the week, which of course is for the 5th of September to the 11th of September, because that's how long it's been and how far behind we are on the developer Q&As. Up on screen right now should be a link, if I've figured it out correctly, on how to get to the most recent developer Q&A that I covered. Moving along, this is going into more community-esque news at the moment. Don't worry, I'm not going to be taking Damon Zell's position here. This is only a couple of small things. So first and foremost, my own channel has finally reached 300 subscribers. Thank you everyone that has subscribed so far. If you haven't done so already, there's no harm in pressing that button. It's not going to hurt you. I promise. Seriously. Anyway. Yeah, so 300 subscribers. The current goal for this channel is to get to 500 before the end of the year. So let's see if we can meet that target. And lastly, and this won't come as a surprise for many, given the level of content that's been going out for EVE Echoes from this particular creator, but Captain Benzy appears to be making moves to leave EVE Echoes. He's not made a formal announcement, as far as I'm aware at this point in time. All we do have is a quote from him on Discord, which can be found on the EVE Echoes main Discord under General Chat. nah, for real this time, I'm just doing dev Q&A for now, and that's losing its fun too. So I'm sorting house with NetEase and then I'm gone. Again, if you don't believe me, just head over to Eve Echo's Discord and just search for the last thing that he typed in Eve Echo's Discord, unless he starts chatting away in the next 5 minutes. That should be the first result that comes up. Or first result? Maybe not the first result, I can't remember now, but that will be in the list of results that comes up. So, yeah, that would be the end of an era, I guess, the end of the Benzy era. As I mentioned earlier, there's not a great deal to talk about in this week's weekly roundup. That about covers it, and most of it isn't even game news. But is there anything I did miss? Is there anything that you would like including in these weekly roundups so that they're a bit more populated? And is Benzy leaving really going to affect you? Have you seen it coming for a long time? Just let me know. I'd like to get people's thoughts on the situation there. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.